Hey, Matt here to give more updates on Seattle's new XFL team. I haven't got any updates in a while, and recently they have had the draft and announced the new coaches and coaching rosters and more updates and fun stuff like that. So today I'm going to go over all that has happened. A few weeks ago, the XFL announced the 8 teams' new head coaches, their coaching staffs, including Seattle's. So here's the list of Seattle's new front office and coaching staff that they released out there. You could go read it, but I'll read it here. Director of Player Personnel, Tony Softly. Director of Football Operations, Matthew Hayes. Head Coach, General Manager, Jim Zorn. We all know that. Offensive coaches, we have Offensive Coordinator, Mike Riley. Running backs coach, Butch Gottcharoff. I'm probably definitely saying that wrong. Receivers coach, Larry Kirksey. Offensive line, Steve Smith. Tight ends Defensive coaches, we have defensive coordinator / defensive backs coach, Clayton Lopez. Defensive line, Donald Johnson. Special teams and linebackers, we have Chip Garber. Assistant defensive backs coach, we have Marcus Ungaro. So that's their coaching staff and front office that they have announced. So as far as the draft process, it was a little bit different because all 8 teams are brand new, so they did something a little bit different. It was held in phases where they draft position groups instead of choosing whoever you wanted. The league had a snake format in each of its phases, kind of like fantasy football where you go from first to last and reverse and go back. And in each round, the order would reverse. So for instance, the guy that went last in the second round would start out the first, the guy that went last in the first round would start out first in the second round. The draft order was shuffled through phases and determined by lotteries. There was a draft pool of 1,000 eligible players to come in to be drafted into this league. The first 3 phases took place on October 15th, and the final phase on the next day. The teams were given 90 seconds to pick each player. Each XFL's team manager / coach submitted a list to the league of their preferred quarterbacks, with the league assigning 1 quarterback to each team right before the draft as their number 1 quarterbacks. If multiple teams requested the same player, then the league would resolve any disputes. Seattle was given quarterback Brandon Silvers as their number 1 quarterback. Silvers went undrafted in 2018 out of Troy. He has played in the AFL, their little short season that happened, and he was also on the New York Jets practice squad in the preseason. As for Seattle's players that they drafted and signed after the draft, we have at quarterback Joe Callahan, BJ Daniels, who was a former Hawk at one point. The running back, we have Lavon Coleman, the UW running back. Kenneth Farrow, Raquan Gardner, and Trey Williams. I believe Trey Williams was their first overall pick. Wide receivers, we have Micah Holder, Malachi Jones, Ruben Mewala, Austin Proheel, Keenan Reynolds, Corey Robinson, Fred Ross, Jalen Rowland, John Santiago, and Kason Williams. Keenan Reynolds and Kason Williams were both on the Seattle Seahawks roster at one point. Kason Williams is a UW star. The tight ends, we have Jace Amaro, Cam Clear, Connor Hamlet, Colin Jeter, Ben Johnson, Evan Rodriguez. For the offensive line, we have Kirk Barron, Isaiah Battle, Venzel Bower, Dylan Gay, Michael Gunn, Quintarius Eatman, Brandon Haskins, Craig McCorkle, Robert Myers, Cyril Richardson, Nate Rogers, and Jordan Rose. The defensive line, they got Shane Bowman. I believe that was Shane Bowman was a Husky at one point. Annie Kukwe, Marcel Frazier, Martin Ifedi, who is the brother of Jermaine Ifedi on the Hawks. Anthony Johnson Sr., Jeremy Liggins, Stanley Naponga, Praise Martin Uwiki, Durant Miles, Kenny Palopi, Jacque Smith, Will Sutton, Kasani, Jordan Thompson, Ila with 2 crews. For the linebackers, they have Dante Booker, Steven Johnson, Niles Morgan, Ioane Paul, Kyle Quinero, and Nick Temple. Defensive backs, they have Kentrell Bryce, Cody Brown, Chris Davis, Javonte Dean, Tyson Graham, Jordan Martin, Sterling Moore, Jermaine Ponder, Santos Ramirez, Mohamed Siese, Channing Scribbling, Steve Williams. And for special teams, long snapper Noah Borden, punter Brock Miller, and kicker Greg Joseph. Seattle will reveal their uniforms for 2020, along with the rest of the league this Thanksgiving. So if you would like more info on the Seattle Dragons, please say so with your likes and comments below. Remember, give your ideas for sports-related movies below because that'd be very helpful. And finally, subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Thanks.